Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, glory, and honor, which is due unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'asham Rechakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of great most honorable well. And shalom to the elect that are, scattered abroad, man, and all around, starting with 144,000. And, I wanted to just speak on these international banking elite, because there's a quote that I've seen going around attributed to the wife of Maya Amshel Rothschild. Now, Maya Amshel Rothschild, was the father. Okay, he had 5 sons. You got the Rothschild banking dynasty, really kind of coming from him. He was like one of the main guys, and he had these 5 sons, and he sent them out to different parts of Europe to establish the Rothschild banking dynasty. And they came out of Germany. All right, and pretty much, when you read about the quote that's attributed to, which her name was Gütle Rothschild, and the quote that was attributed to her was, if my sons didn't want wars, there would be none. Okay. And her husband, Mayer Amschel Rothschild, he's famous for saying he don't care who makes the laws, a nation's laws, just give him control over the supply of the money. Okay, and when you look at the constant war, that's happening on the earth, because there's no peace. You're seeing what's happening over there in the Middle East, you're seeing what's happening over there in all different parts of the world, man, and the constant wars that have happened. World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, for example, America. Constant wars, constant conflicts. You got to question who's financing this and who's profiting off of this, to what end. And then that's when prophecy comes in for understanding, man. Now, Revelation, the 6th chapter and the 4th verse tells us what? That the red horse, was going to take peace from the earth. Okay, power was given to him, which the power has been given to the red horse. Who's the red horse? Is that talking about, an actual horse that's red? It's symbolic for who? Okay, the Edomites, particularly the ruling elite class of the Edomites. Okay. Now, when you look into the progenitor of the Edomite race, that's Esau. Okay, when you look at Edom, which Esau is Edom, that's in Genesis. Edom means red. Their blood shows through their skin. Okay. If anything, he'd be the red man, not the white man, as he calls himself. All right, because white represents purity. Okay. So the red represents Esau, and the horse represents power. So the power is given to him by who? By Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. That's Job, the 9th chapter, and the 24th verse. And what's he been doing since he's taken the rulership? Nothing but taking peace from the earth. Bloodshed of the Israelites. Okay, all right. Our people have gone through nothing but bloodshed, man. The transatlantic slave trade, the massacring of the Native American Indians, as they call them, which really that's Gad, Reuben. Okay, the different tribes, the so-called Hispanic tribes, as you call them. You go down to South America and the different islands. We know who they are through the Spirit, man. We know who other tribes are today through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, through the scriptures. Okay, and pretty much, the understanding of that was revealed to us partly, basically through the Holy Spirit of the Lord. But part of it is to expose this devil for who he is. That's in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Okay, the man of sin being revealed. This is the time where the man of sin is being revealed, where Esau is being made bare. We're exposing his wickedness. Okay, funny, whenever you do a video, you might come to a almost secluded place, it's not too busy. The minute you flick the video on, it's like people just coming out of the woodwork from everywhere. Anyway, you know, so I'm kind of just looking around as well, just making sure I'm alert. Afternoon, mate. But yeah, these wars, man, you know, they're all orchestrated because he said what? That he would take peace from the earth, and then onto him was given a great sword. Now, what's that great sword? Ultimately, that's talking about the nuclear missiles. Okay, that's the ICBM nuclear missiles. That's that great sword. But a sword in general, a killing instrument, you know, that death, that destruction that he brings, that's his blessing. How do we know that? When you read in Genesis the 27th chapter about the blessing that was put on Esau, it said that he would have the dominion, but that he would live by the sword. He would do it by the sword, essentially. Okay, and that's what he's doing. You know, you got movies like Lord of War with Nicolas Cage going into these different contracts. You know, these arms dealers. Okay, where they fund. As long as they're making a buck, they'll fund both sides. All right, and that's Esau written all over it, man. Okay, and that's why you had that documentary, Michael Rivero, All Wars are Bankers' Wars. That's why you got something called economic hitmen. All right, that's why you got destabilization of governments, puppet leaders being propped up, proxy wars. You know, which really, the elites have a hand in all of this, man, because they play both sides. You know, people might think of things like countries, which there are tensions and there are prophecies of things happening, but this is all playing to the tune of the elites, which ultimately is playing to the tune of Yahweh Shemiel Shai, because it's prophecy. Because when World War III pops off, these elites, man, you know what they're going to be doing? They're going to be hiding in bunkers. All right, where is that Revelation 6, if I'm not mistaken, where it says, let the rocks fall on us, hide us from the face of him that sits on the throne, the Lamb. Okay, because when Yahweh Shai comes, man, because Yahweh Shai is coming to bring that war, okay, right, the righteous war in heaven. All right, because it says in Revelation, the 19th chapter, in the white horse, which represents Yahweh Shai coming on in that chariot and with the power, okay, that huge chariot. He's coming to bring what? In righteousness doth he judge and make war. He's coming to conquer, man. Okay. So all these wars and rumors of wars, that's in Matthew the 24th chapter. The Lord told us about that. Okay. But the thing is, while Esau's trying to fulfill his New World Order agenda, why these elites are trying to be in these bunkers, because what they think is going to happen is they're going to be in these bunkers and upset the prophecies and then come back out and just rule over, you know, what's left. You know, that's what Esau thinks, man. But the thing is, what's happening to him, pursuant to Psalms, it says what? In the Psalms, it says what? That chains are going to be put on the nobles, okay? That they're going into slavery. They're going to be some of the first slaves, man, the crop of slaves. Now that makes sense, you know? For the elites that have put our people into slavery and put us through the atrocities and funded this, because who funded it? Amalek, okay? Those guys over there in Israel posing to be us, posing to be from Judah, okay? Which we know that the tribe of Judah, the kingdom of Judah, the so-called black man, okay? You had the southern kingdom, you had Judah, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. You know, the Judites being what you'd call the so-called Negro today, okay? You got Judites in West Africa, you know, a lot in Nigeria, for example, okay, America, different places, all over, man, scattered, okay? But predominantly, that's how, if you was to try and identify who they are today, that's who they are. Now you got the so-called West Indians, okay, Benjamin, all right, the different islands over there, and the Levites, the so-called Haitians, you know. But you got people who are imposters you know, and I was reasoning with a brother earlier, and we were talking about, we were reasoning on different things, and I was saying, hey man, these guys are just rats. How much of a rat do you have to be to try and hide from who you are? Okay, because as it says in Zondervan, the Zondervan Bible Dictionary, Compact Dictionary, that Esau is that's the place of future judgments, man. Which America, which is his great city, that the new Bosra, is going to be destroyed as a monument to his destruction. Okay, that's his power that's going to be taken down. Babylon, in the scriptures. Okay, the Lord is going to come and do that. Okay, and he's going to do it upon himself in World War III as well. The Egyptian against the Egyptian. These missiles that are going to be shot in this coming judgment, World War III, man. And pretty much, man, this is all part of prophecy. Wars, pestilences, judgments. This is all part of prophecy. And the prophets of old, pursuant to Jeremiah 28:8, would always come and basically give the warning, all right, of the impending doom. We're like the messengers. We're here to tell you what's coming before it comes, man. That's what the Lord does. The Lord will declare a judgment upon a place and then act it out. Because you got to have, as well as the destruction, the balance is that you're also going to have the salvation. The salvation of who? Those elect of salvation out of the nation of Israel. The elect. That's why when we start these videos, who are we saying peace to? Shalom means peace. Peace unto the elect, the Lord's elect, starting with 144,000, the prophets. And Esau is just playing into prophecy. Okay, the fact that they're even going to go into bunkers, which I mentioned earlier, that's in the scriptures. In Amos and in Revelation, as I mentioned. But that's what he was set up to do. He was set up to take peace from the earth, and that's what he's doing. Now, when I was reasoning with a brother, and we mentioned, we were talking about how he's trying to be everyone. He's trying to be everyone but himself.
Hi, mate.
He mentioned, he quoted a scripture, a vagabond, and a fugitive. This man he's like a thief on the run, man. Okay. He's a thief on the run. He's he don't want to be anyone. He wants to identify anything else other than himself. Because if you identify him as Edom now, you put two and two together in the scriptures, you're going to find out who he is, which is the wicked. Malachi, the first chapter, tells us that. Okay? Because that's the thing. On one side, because I was telling them that with this whole thing in Israel, they said what? There was an internet thing I saw, like a picture, meme or whatever they call it. And on one side it said playing the victim. On the other side it said committing war crimes. And that's Esau. His mouth was smoother than oil and butter, but war was in his heart. He might make a peace treaty but then break it. Just to his advantage, man. Just so he might take you out later on. But in his heart, he wants to take you out. That's why Esau was scheming on Jacob, man, our forefather. He wanted to do him in. But he was crying tears in front of Isaac, But he wanted to do him in, man. He wanted to kill our his brother, our forefather. That's Esau, man. That's the MO of Esau. And ain't nothing changed. It's the same shit today, man. So, hey, I ain't gonna keep it too long. I just wanted to speak on that quote by Gutler Rothschild, man. That just says it all, man. Shows you who's in power. And when you watch the Aaron Russo interview, Nicholas Rockefeller told him straight. He said, we're gonna go into this country, we're gonna go into that country. He laid out the plan for him, man. But that's how you know this is all set up. That's how you know this ain't just random. This is all set up, man. Anyway, with that, man, I'm gonna say shalom.